Listen to this, okay?
We're standing in the shadow.
That's not a human. That's not a human. Those are my lyrics, and that's not a human. I don't think you will see another video like this one on AI music. I'm in a unique position to explain to you how I think music is going to be created in the future. It's not as simple as punching some prompts into something and then it's spitting music back at you. I've been a musician for 15, 20 years. I've been in a touring band for 15 years. I've been a songwriter, a lyricist for that whole time. I'm obsessed with music. It's my kryptonite, and I hate what I'm about to tell you. Before I show you this song, I need to explain how it was made, because this is the problem, okay? So when you go onto a website, I use something called Udio. It's just a website and it just generates free music. You can either do it by giving it some lyrics and it will make songs around those lyrics, or you can just say, make me a song about apples or something like that. But the lyric side of it, that's where it gets complicated. So I wrote some lyrics. These were my lyrics, these are my feelings, and I put them into this machine. It then gave me a few different versions, and I went for about 20 minutes until all of a sudden one of them just hit me, and I was like, that's it. That is how these lyrics are supposed to be sung. You then add bits to that. This 30-second clip, you add bits to it. So I started writing more lyrics and I wrote this song. I'm about to play it to you. But when you listen to it, listen for the in-breaths, listen to the song, listen to the emotion. Once you've heard it, I'm going to play it to you again on guitar. I'm just going to sing it to you. And then I'm going to explain the problem.
Hey there, familiar, your taste I recognize. I remember you, that feeling, and that looking that's in your eyes. I know that feeling, I can feel it in my skin. It's been a long, but I would recognize you everywhere I've been. So I'm waiting in the wings for the pain it always brings. Love's a double edge, we know it is, but still I wanna sing. And so we're standing in the shadow of the darkest place I've ever been, and rain falls like the patter of the only thing I wanna see forever. A stranger, I noticed you last night, creeping in unwelcome and laying by my side. You're part of me, I know it. You're blowing my disguise. There's a part of me that wants you here to darken all my sky. So I'm waiting at the edges of the tears in my design. Love's a landline and I know it is, in the meadow of my mind. And so we're standing in the shadow of the darkest place I've ever been, and rain falls like the patter of the only thing I wanna see forever.
Now the problem here is that these words are mine, these feelings are mine, and it's singing it back to me in a way that really speaks to me. You may disagree because it might not be your style of music, or maybe that your hatred for AI generated music just will not let you listen to it kind of impartially. However we look at this, these lyrics that are my feelings, that I'm kind of proud of, a lot of it, are now bound to this. This is how those lyrics are sung. I could write another song with those lyrics, but now my head will not hear them any differently. Let me pull out all of the AI sounds and I'll just sing it on the guitar with a bit of keyboard backing and see what you think. And just try not to judge this song on my ability to sing, that my style won't be for everyone. And remember, I'm only human, okay? Hey there, familiar, your taste I recognize. I know that feeling and that look that's in your eyes. I know this feeling, I can see it on your skin. It's been so long, but I'd recognize it everywhere I've been. And so I'm waiting in the wings for the pain it always brings. Love's a double edge, we know it is, but still I wanna sing. And so I'm standing in the shadow of the darkest place I've ever been, and rain falls like the patter of the only thing I wanna see forever. Never a stranger, I noticed you last night, creeping in unwelcome, laying by my side. You're part of me, I know it. You're blowing my disguise, and that part of me, it wants you here to darken all my skies. And so I'm standing at the edges of the tears in my design. Love's a landmine, and I know it is, in the meadow of my mind. And so I'm standing in the shadow of the darkest place I've ever been, and rain falls like the patter of the only thing I wanna see forever. So there's more to the song, but I'm not going to keep you here forever playing you a song over and over. I could have told nobody about this. I could have kept this a secret, and that's the point here, okay? I think its version is better, and I cannot do it better. I cannot add the emotion that I feel from this song. The reason I'm making this video is not to demonstrate cool technology. It is to show you what music creation is going to be like. The radio doesn't list who writes the songs. Listen to all your favorite pop stars. Those songs were not just written by them. There was lots of other people involved, and those things don't get listed because there's no reason to list them. That's not what this is about, okay? Now for all the questions, okay? Is this like a cover song? No one minds about cover songs. I'm essentially covering an AI song that I created with AI. Do I own this song? Udio says that you can use it for whatever you want. I don't feel like I own this song, but I own it more than anybody else does because I own the lyrics. I created the lyrics. They came out of my brain and they're my feelings. It's a cliche, but this is the worst it's ever going to be. This is emerging technology. What's it going to be like when it's indistinguishable? Where did those melodies come from? I can't listen to all the music. How do I know that there's not a song out there somewhere that just has those exact melodies? But the point is, it doesn't have the exact melody with the lyrics I wrote, with the chord progression, with all of the other stuff that goes with it. I would imagine that this is an original song. Now let's assume that it is an original song. It's a nice song, it's a beautiful song. What do I do with it now? If I perform that song live, do I tell the audience every time, just for my own sanity, that I generated this with AI? Just in case someone goes, hold on a minute, that's your AI song, why didn't you tell us? I don't want to never play this song because I really like those lyrics. You know, I need to rework on them a little bit, but I like this song. It will never be my song, but it doesn't feel different to the other songs. Anyone who knows the way I perform songs will know that that performance there could sit into a set and no one would know. They wouldn't be like, oh, hold on a minute, that's suddenly a different style of music. Another thing I have is it was super fun to learn because it's not quite my style. It challenged me a bit. I was like, okay, we're going to do a D minor here. Okay, I never put D minor within a C, an A minor, and an F. Like, that's a nice change, a nice little lift. It kind of challenged me. It gave me something different to kind of sing and play, which felt really positive for me. And then the big question is, this is a bit like the cheat codes to music. Is this how music is going to be created in the future? And I can't see it being any other way. And this means that either music will become generic or music's about to become really vibrant. We just have to accept that it's not just humans anymore. We're using these other tools as well. I bet you there is such a bunch of mixed emotions on the other side of this camera because I have every single one of those mixed emotions in me. I don't know what to think about this. My overarching feeling here is that honesty is required for this sort of thing. But other than that, I don't know what to make of it. And if there was one thing to come out of this video is, I hope that you can reward me for my honesty by, when you listen to my music in the future, understand that I will tell you if it's AI generated. Because from now on, any song I write, anyone would think, well, yeah, he just used the AI thing, didn't he? But that's not the case. I will still play with it. And sometimes I will use it maybe, but that is maybe a big illustration of the problem here, is now we can't trust anyone, I suppose. Anyway, see you in the next video. I hope you found this one interesting.